something so important and fundamental to Jamaica's democracy. Enhancing transparency, examining the Access to Information Act and its reform. I speak today from three places, really, as a legislator, a new one, as a communications professional, and as someone who represents ordinary Jamaicans who often experience institutional silence firsthand. We're country people, nobody no answer to it, right? I approached this discussion as the opposition spokesperson with responsibility for information, grounded in principles of social justice, fairness, transparency, and accountability. I also come as a millennial politician who came of age in the era of social media, rapid information flows, misinformation, disinformation, and now artificial intelligence. From both training and my lived experience, I understand that power today is exercised not only through decisions, but through control of information and narrative control. Access to information is often discussed as a technical, legal right, but in reality, it is the lifeblood of democratic participation. It determines who gets answers, when they get them, and whether citizens are able to meaningfully engage with decisions taken in their name. When access to information fails, democracy does not collapse dramatically, it erodes quietly. From both a governance and communications perspective, it is important to say this plainly. Delay is not neutral. Silence is not accidental. Delay shapes outcomes. Silence shapes perception. Both can be as powerful as outright denial of access. I want to ground this discussion in lived Jamaican experience. In the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa, my constituency was badly affected. Constituents called me daily asking simple questions. When will relief come my way? As their elected representative, I did what any responsible MP would do. I asked questions of the agencies, the ministries, and the ministers with responsibility. What followed was often not refusal, not outright refusal, but redirection. One agency deferred to another. One ministry pointed to another department. Timelines were unclear. Ownership blurred. What followed is not something we want to encourage in a democracy, not in a disaster. That experience for me is instructive because if access to information is this limited for an elected representative, imagine then the experience of an ordinary Jamaican, an everyday Jamaican citizen with no title, no platform, no ministry, no microphone, no direct line to decision makers. Delay becomes discouragement. Silence becomes surrender, and they give up.